Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over!
They'll set up a throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 48 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Back 99 Philly, here we go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Detroit! Detroit!
On 3rd down, that's Shepard. And a short gain here down to the 22. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
The kick by Carlson is good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So a nice drive on the road. You come in, you take the ball down, you get 3 points.
Yeah, points are a must on an opening drive, right? So they moved it down efficiently, got it done. I think that bodes well for their chances moving forward in this one.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. On 1st and 10, Miles firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of 6 there on 1st. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Gun! 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 Let's get that ball, dude. Let's get that ball right here.
From the gun on 3rd down, Miles. And this is going to be incomplete.
While we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore, I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you can dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. They're going to look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up. Here we go. 319. 319. Right there. 54 Mike. Not today, you are.
To throw on 2nd down. Miles. McKinnon here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Hurry up, here we go! 3:19! 3:19!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Gun! 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 Hey, check, Mike 21.
On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
Gun! 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 Now let's go. 3:19. 3:19. Detroit! 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 Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Miles looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Gun! 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 Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21.
From the gun on 3rd down. Miles. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup from 13 yards out. And the Cowboys are in for 6. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
And they got the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
No, check, Patriot! Over!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Watch you now, Barney! Over!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Watch you now, Barney! Hey, we got 4. Hurry up, here we go! Green 39! Check. Fresno!
And they'll run it here. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Get him, boys!
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this.
All right, now, lucky 56. Here we go now. Green 39.
Throwing on first down. Miles. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
To throw on second down, Miles. Throwing right, and that's complete. And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield. And this is going to be Packer football. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, When they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Operating from the gun, Miles. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Detroit! Detroit! That's right, baby. They don't want it.
On 1st down, Miles. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. "14 seconds, all that's left in this first half as they come up on 1st down.
Over! Gun! Over!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Four down.
They'll look to throw here. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Time here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
We got four. We got four.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Miles. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun, Miles. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they get 14 yards there at a 1st down.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Check 3.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Check Mike 21. Mike 21.
To throw on 2nd down. Miles throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Get that quarterback at all costs.
operating from the gun. Miles. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. He had their lone TD earlier. Now he's got a first down. This quarterback now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they'll run on the draw. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
From the gun, Miles. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's an example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Over, 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 over.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Going deep for Moncrief. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
A successful screen pass is well choreographed, but this one just didn't come together at all. Couldn't get the blocking aligned, the timing, everything was off. Let's give a little credit to the defense for finishing off that play for no yardage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Bell. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Gun! Watch it now, Barney.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Well, Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch games, we're actually watching a living museum because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays and the way that they can run almost all the way across the field?
It is unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, they're so strong, but they're so lean, they can move so quick with those bodies.
It's almost unfair. You're supposed to be able to know where a defensive end is supposed to be on every play. These guys flash so quickly, you're not sure where they're going to end up.
Back to throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. He'll look to throw. Completes it to Moncrief, left side. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5.
Lucky 56.
They'll set up to throw. That is caught with the 7-yard line. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Gun!
Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Yeah, that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples, but I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So it's still 1st and goal, but now they get to try from a bit closer. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Watch it now, Barney!
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Detroit!
Now back to throw. Oh, and he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Austin Hooper from 4 yards out. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit. Detroit.
Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Miles, throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
Hey, check 20.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
To throw on 2nd down. Miles. And that is incomplete here.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Here we go, T. Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. Check 4. Check 4. Detroit. Detroit. Let's go. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike.
Operating from the gun. Miles. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, 4 down. 4 down. Leopard. Leopard. SOS. 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 Check the backer, check the backer.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Watch the twist.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
It's more coming. It's more where I came from.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Detroit! 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 Looking to throw on second down. Miles finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and just like that, it's third down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
4 down, 4 down.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! All right, now, Lucky 56! Lucky 56! Detroit! Detroit!
Who that?
From the gun, Miles. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, his second touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys have broken the tie.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Back to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second. And a couple. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Over! Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. And now the Packers going to take another timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Pick me up. Here we go. All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges.
Operating from the gun. Miles firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure?
He's got a man complete. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
The receivers have been running them ragged, maybe some tired legs in the secondary, maybe some tired legs in the pass rush. Didn't get to him, and look what resulted. A touchdown, tie game. They've got a chance to take the lead.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
On 1st and 10, Miles got his man there complete to Gallup. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Mike, check, watch 54, watch 54.
Throwing on first down. Miles. Throwing left side, it's complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Leopard. Now let's go. Boom.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Now here's a timeout, as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. So it all comes down to the foot of Dan Bailey. This would put them in the NFC title game. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side, and now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game. Preseason, right? The OTAs and mini camps before that. Going through the regular season, fighting and scratching and clawing to make it to the playoffs. And then to get to this game, one game short of a conference championship, they'll have the whole offseason to think about it. Let's see if they use it as motivation.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.